tuning in to Cornelius Wortham, the Mental Air channel. As always, yes, I am Cornelius Wortham. Thank you so much for tuning in each week and getting your mental coins. For short, we like to call those Ment Coins. I thank you so much for following me on this journey, becoming big. And becoming big to us and becoming incredibly great. As we move down this journey, is that, as we talked about in the last video, is that sometimes you have to lose to win again. And as we continue to move down this journey, is that we have to know certain principles. As you can see in the title said, don't wait for opportunity, create it. And that's the biggest thing that sometimes holds us back from getting to our successful point quicker or on time. Is that a lot of times is that we wait on other people to create things for us. I mean, what I'm saying is that a lot of times is that we sit around and we wait for other people to try to create those opportunities. Is that you think about it, anytime that we're applying for jobs, is that we send our resume in, we send our resume to these different jobs, and what we do, we all do it. We wait on someone to call us back. And if they don't call us back, we move on to the next application, the next, putting our resume in for the next job. But we just sit there and wait. We wait and we wait. When we wait in the clock, it's still ticking. It's still ticking. Is that we begin to put our success in delay. So today we want to talk about don't wait for opportunity, create it. I think what has happened to us is that a lot of us, it's just in our generation, is that we have moved along in this generation that we have this sense of entitlement. And the world of technology have gave us that technology. I agree with that. Is that, I can raise my hand and say, yes, technology have made things a lot better, but they also have made us kind of lazy in our mental approach of being successful. They give us a lot of tools to be successful, but sometimes it's that they kind of sometimes have us lose that edge. The reason why I say that is that think about when you go to a supermarket, especially the supermarket that has the automatic doors. Everybody loves them automatic doors. Is that it's censored, motion sensor. So as you walk, you have your cart, and you moving towards it, and the door is just open. They open for us. We love that. It makes it a lot easier, especially when we have checked out in the cash out line. We have checked out and we're on our way out with a lot of groceries. Is that the door just opens for us and make a lot of things easier. Is that that's sometimes where our mental approach have came. Is that we always feel that we entitled, that things should automatically open, or things should automatically go our way. Is that a lot of times is that you cannot wait for the opportunity. You got to create it. The reason why I say that is that we used to the doors automatically open. When you walk up to the door, it opens. What happens when you come to a door that's supposed to be automated and it doesn't open? So we stand there and we look around and we wonder, what's wrong with the door? Is it broken? Now you are denied access or getting in to what you need to get for yourself. That's what happens when you don't create. You have to be able to get yourself in a situation that you have to be able to create your success. You can't continue to wait on someone to be able to create that for you. You cannot. Because if you continue to do that, the automatic door, it won't open. So you have to understand that this road for success, we think and have that entitlement, is that everything gonna come on a silver platter and we gonna enjoy the fruit of our work without any struggle. We think going down this road of success that things not going to fall apart. If you thinking that, then at this moment, it's a reason why success haven't opened the door for you. Because what that mindset is that you have to know is that if I'm continuing wanting somebody to open the door for me, or I'm going to continue to pull on doors that's locked, or I'm continue to walk to a door and I expect it to open. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's not success. You have to understand that there is no elevator to success. It's only the stairs. With the power to win in mindset through mental coins, we understand that. See, you have to understand that the doors on the elevator is automated. We love elevators. When our success is on 105th floor, the elevator sounds very nice right now. It sounds very nice. The reason why it sounds nice is that is in your mind, you are saying, it is no way, Cornelius, that I'm taking the stairs. It's no way that I'm going to take the stairs. The reason why is that the elevator is more convenient. Is that all I have to do is wait till the door is automatically open, step in, push the button of the floor, and I'm I'm up and away on my destiny to success. The problem is that the elevator gives you that easy access of opportunity. Is that when you standing there to get to the 105th floor, is that the elevator might be already on route. It might be 150 floors, and you gotta sit there and wait until the elevator come down. And if all of us had experience with elevators, we know that sometimes the elevator seems to stop on every floor. It's 150 floors in the building. Your success is on 105th. But you have decided, like most of us, we're going to wait on the elevator and not take the stairs. See, you have to understand is that when you decide to take the elevator, when you decide to wait on that opportunity for the elevator to get you where you need to be to the 105th floor, this is what happens. Is that there's no learning in your climb. There's no learning. Is that you're going to go from the lower level to 100 to the 105th floor with no experience. With no experience. Is that we all want that easy way. Is that Kevin Hart always says that I got a savings and I got a checking and how my bank account signed up. It's like your success is not set up like everyone. Is that it's not that easy that we can go in and push a button and we reach our destination. No, we talk about it. Success is never owned, it's merely rented. What we have to do is that we have to climb. Our success have that stairway approach. Because the learning is in the climb. Is that I know that my destination, my success is on the 105th floor. So what you have to understand is that between the lower level to the 105th floor, that's a lot of stairs. But the most important thing, that between the lower level and the 105th floor, when we take the stairs, is that there are a lot of doors and a lot of opportunities. You have to understand is that when you get into the 105th floor with the elevator is that you're going from ground zero to the 105th floor with no experience. So when the doors open, when the doors automatically open in our life, is that we may not be prepared what's on the other side. Therefore, we cannot handle when them automatic doors open what's on the other side. We're not ready for it. And if you step out in a situation that you're not ready for, is that if you begin to lose in that situation, is that you will never want to go back to the 105th floor. You will never want to go back to that building. So what we do, we climb the stairs. Because we creating opportunities for us. Is that as I'm climbing the stairs, is that I may become parched. I may become tired. I may become weary. But if I faint not, you have to understand that I might, on my journey, maybe started out to get to the 5th floor. Now, I might go and try to pull on the door, and I can't get in, it's locked. So I'm able to catch my breath. Is that wasn't an opportunity. But you have to understand that in my climb is that I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm learning about my endurance. I'm taking it. I'm learning against fatigue. I'm becoming mentally tough. Because you have to understand is that when you're on a journey of success, you have to be mentally tough. Because why? Because sometimes we're going to pull on doors. We're going to look through windows. We're going to pull on more doors. We're going to walk the doors that are broken. We're going to walk to doors that shattered. We're going to walk in places that is not our time. We're going to walk in defeat. As I said in the last video, is that you have to understand that sometimes you're going to have to lose to win again. You're going to go to doors and you're going to pull on the doors and they're locked. You have to understand that we have this stairway. We have this stairway approach. And what we can do is that in each step, we're learning something different. We're learning more. Most importantly, we're learning about ourselves. Is that when we get to this climb and we get to the 105th floor, is that you have to understand that if we're not ready, we don't have to open the door. But on the elevator, we have to wait for the elevator to open. Is that sometimes is that what happens when the power go out? We used to things automatically happen in our life. Is that a lot of us love to play the lottery. But it's sad to say is that we begin to throw away money because a lot of us, our success ain't made that way. That we may win a few $100s here and a few $100s there, but few of us not going to beat a million. We're not going to win the Powerball. Why? Our success ain't set up that way. Why? Because we got to create the opportunity for us. We got to get down and roll up our sleeves and take the stairway. Because you have to understand is that don't wait for opportunity. You must create it. And that sometimes what we're going to do is continue to walk up to doors and expect them to open. And if you're in that expectation, is that I love to just sit there and watch someone that is not willing to find an alternative way to be very successful. Is that you have to understand that sometimes is that we all know is that it ain't what you know, it's who you know. That's the word of the game. Is that you got to create that success. Is that if you want to be in a great firm or a great company and the door is not open, is that what you have to do is that you need to find the people in the company and you ought to write them every week and explain your ideas. If you want to be a coach, write a letter to every school If you're a player out there right now that don't have a scholarship offer, or you want to play some type of ball, whether it is a women basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, whatever it is that you ought to write every school. Because you can't wait for the opportunity. You got to create it. Is that you have to understand that the early bird get the worm. So you have to understand is that you need to start thinking like that early bird. It's successful people getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's what we should be doing. Is that not just getting up, but getting up with a purpose. That purpose is that I'm going to get better today on this climb because my success is on 105th floor. With me knowing that, guess what? I'm creating my opportunity. See, you have to understand that sometimes that you got to do what someone else is not doing. Is that if you want to be in that company and that's your dream company, is that you are to write them every week. You ought to get them to the point that they'll be like, you know what? We need to at least bring them in for an interview. Sometimes is that you have to realize that sometimes companies already done picked out who they want for their job and it's somebody they know. Is that what they do is that they simply open the job posting just to satisfy. They open the job posting just to satisfy the requirement. So what we try to do is get you in the room. If it's meaning that I got to send letters to everybody that I want to be a part of their organization, is that's what you need? Is that what you're trying to do to get in marketing? You have to figure it out. You can't wait for someone to call you and give it to you like this. You got to create it. Sometimes you're going to be knocking on doors. But what we can't expect is to go door to door like trick-or-treaters and think somebody's going to give us a great treat. It doesn't happen in this life. I'm sorry. I wish I can sit here and motivate you and inspire you and tell you that you're going to go door to door like trick-or-treaters as kids and we always going to get a great treat. No. You're going to get rejection. You're going to get despair. You're going to be turned away. You're going to have a letdown. You're going to walk away hurt. You're going to walk away defeated. But what you have to understand that I'm going to continue to pull on the door. Continue to pull on the door. The one thing that you have to understand that happens in our journey is sometimes that we're pulling, pushing, and standing at the wrong door. That happens. That happens a lot. Is that you have to understand is that what God has for you is for you. Is that some of us are standing at the wrong door. But here is a great inspiration for you. Is that sometimes that we've been knocking, sometimes we've been looking through the window, sometimes we have been twisting the knob, the door been locked. Sometimes we've been expecting someone to open the door for us. We've been in that expectation that we're knocking, surely someone should answer. We've been in that expectation. But sometimes the door that we're knocking at, we hold the keys to the door. Why? Because you created. You have to understand that you have the key. Use it. You don't need nobody to come open the door for you when you have the keys. You own it. It's your establishment. This is your success. Own up to it. Is that you have to understand you big now. You becoming incredibly great. You have the keys. Use it. You heard that sound? You just received your direct deposit. Thank you so much for realizing your key. Now walk into your door. Walk into your season. Walk into your destiny. Because you just have came incredibly great. But one last thing. Don't forget to lock the door.